Alright guys, so I got quite the mess over here, but I was working on something, and when I have a radio here, I don't have anywhere to work on anything usually. I have this over here. I've got to get rid of this printer. I've got to get rid of a couple of these printers. They're just in my way. Um, this one here wasn't really a bad printer, but it's just like there's no slicing software that works really well for it. Just a lot of errors and problems. So, the one I'm using is the Elegoo Neptune 4 that's in the enclosure. But anyway, issue here is just not enough room. Um, you know, I really just love messing with stuff and always end up with clutter. But anyway, I wanted to get in here, and I'm going to get on the Linux computer, which is, by the way, running really good. And I'm going to look up this thing on Amazon for you. And something just popped up that I've been kind of watching for a while. Okay, so this GPS radio is now being shipped by Amazon. Before it wasn't. Now, it does have some conflicting information, but I can tell by the advertising that this screen is different. And boy, you hear that? That's the wind blowing, doing weird stuff up against the door. We're getting some severe weather coming here. They call it a uv17L, which would be incorrect, I think. But it says it's GPS. There's no reviews on it. But it's now. God, this weather is driving me nuts. It's now available, I guess, like Saturday from here, from Arizona, if you order it. It was Friday, like a few hours ago. But it's in stock. It wasn't in stock. It was on the site for quite a while. I think one other time it was actually available. But other than that, it was available if you wanted to order from them directly. And you would wait like, 20 days or something. So it's available, and the information on it is that it will do airband, I think, and GPS. So the only problem with this is like, is it locked? Does it have zones? See, the GPS version is supposed to have zones, and I'm not sure if this is the legit GPS version, because I didn't read anything about it having zones. But the actual, like, one is supposed to have zones, and that way you can put the 999 memories into different zones. The other thing, I looked this one up and I was reading about it, and if you have two different radios, you can kind of, check out where each other are and things like that. But I don't know if it'll do like analog APRS. So really, I guess unless you buy two of them, I mean, like, well, what are you going to use the GPS for? It might give you your coordinates of where you're at, but like, you could do the same thing with your phone. I don't know. I'm not sure that I see the reason to buy this now that I think about it. And I almost bought it, but I was like, it's $33. It's going to be $37. It's like, well, honestly, I could buy another flashlight for that price and actually use the damn thing. I don't need any more HTs that I'm not going to use, that I can't resell, that I can't do anything with, that I can't even, for the most part, really give away locally. So anyway, I thought about ordering it, but no, I'm not going to. I've already got one that doesn't have GPS, and I don't see what the advantage to buying this one would be. The other thing too is, like, with a lot of these radios, I just don't really see the point anymore after the Quan Shang stuff, because you really truly can't just do whatever you want with most of these radios. If they're firmware locked, you're screwed. You really can't. Like the Ray Dottity GC5 is a really good example of a radio. The earlier UV17Ls that are locked to the ham bands, you just can't do anything with them. So I don't know if this one could be very well just locked to the ham bands, So, but I would just thought I would throw it out there and show you guys, hey, look, there is actually one on Amazon for those that don't want to order on eBay and wait for some shady seller to, maybe ship it or not ship it or whatever. I'm not saying like Amazon's any better, but obviously Amazon's having problems. But lately, no matter how bad Amazon is, it's still a lot better than dealing with some of the other alternatives. So anyway, we'll catch you guys later.